Hi, monkeys. So I know some of you were a little bit nervous about starting school again, especially since we had such a weird springtime and so we left early and some of us weren't used to going to school again. So I am going to read you a story called First Day Jitters. Now, this isn't really technically our first day because we did start for a couple weeks, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you this story, put it up with the 5 little monkeys so that you have a couple stories to choose from in case you want to catch up and try to do some more, because I am going to read you the rest of the 5 Little Monkeys books this week. But I also want you to get the feeling of the first unit, which is the beginning of school. Okay, so this one is called First Day Jitters. And of course, it's about how we all are a little bit nervous. I have to say, most of you have not been. You guys were so great about doing your work right away and jumping on to Seesaw. I think I was more nervous about Seesaw than you were. But you guys have been so good and so quick at getting all your stuff, and everybody came and picked up their stuff and came to meet us, and I love seeing your faces. And so we are going to do another delivery in October. Mrs. Herdman and I are going to come to you so that we can see your house and talk to you a little bit, and we can make sure that we get some contact time with you because we do miss you. We would love to be in school, and so hopefully we'll be in school soon. But this one's called First Day Jitters, and again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to flip it so that you can see it flat, so that you can see the pictures really well. Okay? See you in a minute. Here we go, monkeys. This is called First Day Jitters by Julie Dannenberg, illustrated by Judy Love. Okay? And jitters just means that you're a little bit nervous. So we'll see. They might be a little more nervous than you guys were. You guys didn't seem to be too nervous. Here's the whole thing. "I'm not going," said Sarah, and she pulled the covers over her head. "Of course you're going, honey," said Mr. Hartwell as he walked over to the window and snapped up the shade. Look, does she want to go to school? Nope. "No, I'm not. I don't want to start over again. I hate my new school," Sarah said, and she tunneled down to the end of her bed. "How can you hate your new school, sweetheart?" Mr. Hartman chuckled. "You've never been there before. Don't worry. You liked your other school. You'll like this one. Besides, just think of all the new friends that you'll meet." "That's just it. I don't want anybody. I don't know anybody, and it will be hard, and I just hate it, and that's all." "What will everyone think if you aren't there? We told them you were coming." "They will think that I am lucky, and they will wish that they were at home in bed like me," Mr. Hartman sighed. "Sarah Jane Hartwell, I'm not playing this silly game 1 second longer. I will see you downstairs in 5 minutes. Sarah tumbled out of bed. She stumbled into the bathroom. She fumbled into her clothes. "My head hurts," she moaned as she trudged into the kitchen. Mr. Hartwell handed Sarah a piece of toast and her lunchbox. They walked to the car. Sarah's hands were cold and clammy. They drove down the street, but she couldn't breathe. And then they were there. "I feel sick," said Sarah weakly. "Nonsense," said Mr. Hartwell. "You'll love your new school once you get started. Oh, look, there's your principal, Mrs. Burton." Sarah slumped down in her seat. She doesn't even want people to see her, huh? "Oh, Sarah," Mrs. Burton gushed, peeking into the car. "There you are. Come on, I'll show you where to go." She led Sarah into the building and walked quickly through the crowded hallways. "Don't worry, everyone is nervous the first day," she said over her shoulder as Sarah rushed to keep up. Let's see. When they got to the classroom, most of the children were already in their seats. Well, look at those good children sitting nicely. class looked up as Mrs. Burton cleared her throat. "Class, attention please," said Mrs. Burton. When the class was quiet, she led Sarah to the front of the room and she said, "Class, I would like you to meet your new teacher, Mrs. Sarah Jane Hartwell." So what did we learn? Look, even the teachers are a little bit nervous on the first week of school, right? We were very nervous to meet you, even though we were very excited to meet you. But see, everybody gets a little bit nervous about meeting new friends and getting new friends. But I love this story because it shows that even teachers have a lot to learn. Okay, monkeys, see you soon.